is doing stunts. As the pace car you see, the 1985 Turbo Trans Am, continuing to make its reconnaissance laps around the racetrack. This, by the way, is the 25th anniversary for this racetrack since it has been known as Checker Flag Motor Speedway. In the early days, as you may have seen on our historical piece at the top of the show, it all began in 1953 as Delisle Raceway. Then in the late 50s, it became Bluebird Raceway, and since 1960, Checker Flag Motor Speedway has been the home of stock car racing in Windsor and Essex County. And now starter Dick Barker takes them out of the chute for the Canadian National Division feature tonight. 25 laps upcoming of Canadian National Division stock car action. Fastest race lap turned in thus far on the evening, 18.69 seconds by the car number 03 of Jack Speedy Monaghan. But Jack is way back in the pack to start this race. Up front, it'll be the 15-year-old that you heard from earlier. The young man making great strides in local stock car racing. The yellow and blue number 15 of Mike Hyrniuk on the pole position. On the outside of him will be car number 11. That is Al Ouellette. Starting in third will be Joe Rizik's car, driven this evening by Don Mallat. On the outside of row 2, car number 35. That is Bobby Davidson. On the inside of row 3, as they go around the backstretch, still behind the pace car and still under the caution flag, we might add. On the inside of the third row, that's car number 62 of Kurt Dickey. Then on the outside of the third row, car number 57 of Jamie Thurlby. For the Canadian National Division, on the inside of the fourth row is car number 30 for Chris Lucier. Dwayne Dewar in the yellow car number 4 is on the outside of the fourth row. And Jack Monaghan, car number 03, is on the inside of the fifth row. That means that Monaghan is starting ninth in this race. Watch for Monaghan in the blue number 03, as well as car number 88 of Paul Mallat, the orange and white car number 88. Not to be discounted is the red number 72 of Joe Rizik, being driven this evening by Don Mallat. Mallat does not have his own car here because he broke an engine last week. Now the pace car has pulled away. The caution flag is down. They're under the white flag. We're moments away from the start of the race as young Mike Hyrniuk in car number 15 leads them into turn 3. On the outside of him, car number 11, Al Ouellette. Then they have the green flag. We're underway. Hyrniuk roars out to the lead. This 15-year-old leads the race. Mallat is through on the inside to be second. It's Mallat taking the lead now from Hyrniuk. They are 3 wide down the backstretch. Mallat is through for the early lead. In lap 1, coming around for the first time, Don Mallat gains the lead. Now Al Ouellette in car number 11 is through for second. Mike Hyrniuk runs third. Ken Hayward in 05 is fourth. Then it's back to car number 62. That is Kurt Dickey running in fifth. Car number 30, Chris Lucier, is sixth. Wayne Monroe in 5 is 7th. And Jack Speedy Monaghan is 8th on the outside. Your race leader through 3 laps is Don Mallat. He's actually about to lap a car. He's lapping number 35. Bobby Davidson has some problems. That red car 35 has been lapped. Don Mallat is the leader. Al Ouellette is second. Racing third is Ken Hayward. Mike Hyrniuk is fourth. Jack Monaghan is up to be fifth. Mallat now leads by 4 car lengths. Battle for second place. Number 11, Al Ouellette, is trying to hang on for second. Diving low on the inside goes Ken Hayward, and Hayward has got him. The official order now has Mallat leading. Ken Hayward is in second. Al Ouellette is third. Jack Monaghan has passed Mike Hyrniuk. He is now up for fourth place. Mallat is the leader. Ken Hayward is second. Al Ouellette is third. Jack Monaghan is fourth. Racing fifth is the car number 15 of Michael Hyrniuk. And the season's points leader, Len Couvillon, is up for sixth place. A terrific battle. There you see him down the backside. The red number 72 being driven this evening by Jack Monaghan. Check that, being driven by Don Mallat. Monaghan making a move of his own. On the inside, Monaghan tries Mallat for third place. Monaghan on the inside, the 03. The blue number 03 of Monaghan on the inside. Mallat on the outside. Again, they're three wide down the backstretch. Monaghan is through for third place. On the front end, it's still Don Mallat. Don Mallat leads. Ken Hayward right behind in second place. Monaghan is through for third. Mallat is fourth. Len Couvillon is fifth. Car number 15 for Mike Hyrniuk is sixth. Number 88, Paul Malash is seventh. Still under the green flag, we have a new leader. Ken Hayward in 05 takes the lead. Ken Hayward, the new leader. Monaghan is through for second. Watch that battle on the front end. Ken Hayward in 05. Jack Monaghan in 03 is now up for second. Don Mallat in the red 72 is third. Fourth is Mallat. Fifth on the outside is Len Couvillon. And Couvillon is now up for fourth. The battle on the front end. 05 is Ken Hayward. Jack Monaghan is right there for second. Len Couvillon is now through for third. And now the lap cars come into play. It's a wicked battle on the front end. Watch them as they're in amongst the lap cars. Watch the red number 05 of Ken Hayward. Jack Monaghan in 03 is third. And right there in the lead pack on the outside is number 52, Len Couvillon. The three of them, the three lead cars into that turn. It's Hayward, Couvillon, and Mallat. Now again, they're coming up on a lapped car. It's car number 57 getting in the way. Car number 57 is lapped. That's Jamie Thirlby. Look at this battle on the front end. Hayward, Couvillon is through for second. Monaghan is now third. Terrific auto racing. And Couvillon takes the lead. Len Couvillon takes the lead. Len Couvillon in the white car. He is normally number 52. He has no number on his car this evening. Len Couvillon is the leader. The caution flag is out. We have a caution flag. Len Couvillon the leader. Jack Monaghan in 03 racing second. Ken Hayward in the red 05 is third. We are under a caution flag. The caution flag is out. We are under a caution flag. Under a caution flag, so everybody slows down. Len Couvillon, who does not have his number 52 on this evening, is the leader. Car number 05, the red car of Ken Hayward, is second. 03 for Jack Monaghan is third. And that is the battle in this race. We are under a caution flag. Car number 52 for Len Couvillon does not have a number on this evening. It is the white car, and a tight second right behind him is 05 Ken Hayward. So it's Couvillon without a number, normally 52 in the lead. Then it's 05 for Ken Hayward. Third is number 03 Jack Monaghan. Car number 57 is a lapped car, that is Jamie Thirlby. Then racing fourth is number 72 for Don Mallat. We are still under the caution flag. Still under the caution flag. Now for the restart, they will give the lead to Ken Hayward. We're about to get the restart. Ken Hayward is the race leader. We have the white flag out. One lap until they resume this race. So it's 05, Ken Hayward the leader. 05, the race leader. Car number 52. No number on the door. The white car is Len Couvillon. 03, Jack Monaghan is third. Jamie Thurlby, car number 57, is fourth, but he's a lap down. The green flag is out. They start once again, and Hayward regains the lead. Ken Hayward with the lead. Couvillon on the inside, tries him again. Jack Monaghan is third. Paul Mallat in 88 is fourth. The battle on the front end. Couvillon on the inside. Hayward on the outside. Jack Monaghan is third. Paul Mallat is fourth. Eugene Hoekstra is now up to fifth place. And Couvillon takes the lead. Len Couvillon takes the lead. Hayward is second. Jack Monaghan is third. Paul Mallat races up in fourth. Fifth is Eugene Hoekstra. John Basco is fifth. And racing sixth is the blue car, number 99, of Jack Copeman from London, Ontario. Len Couvillon has the lead. It's Len Couvillon. Len Couvillon has the lead. He's pulling away from the rest of the field. He is the season's points leader. Len Couvillon now lapping a car. Len Couvillon laps number 77. Len Couvillon in the Canadian National Division Feature, simply roaring away from the rest of the field. Couvillon has about a 15 car length lead on Ken Hayward. Jack Monaghan is second. Paul Mallat is up for fourth. So it's Couvillon. Now Monaghan goes high in turn 3, but hangs on for third place. The battle is for second, third, and fourth, and fifth. You see car number 05, Ken Hayward, but he is losing second place. Jack Monaghan is on the inside, but again we have a caution flag. Again, the caution flag is out as two cars have gone off the racetrack. Two cars have gone off the racetrack right out in front of the starter. That's car number 9, gone off the racetrack, Jim Taggart, and number 72, Joe Rizik's car, being driven by Don Mallat this evening, are both off the racetrack. So Don Mallat and Jim Taggart getting tangled up, and they are off the track. We are under the caution flag once again. And of course, that will be a help to those in pursuit of the leader, Len Couvillon. Couvillon leading in the white car. Number 05, Ken Hayward, will get the restart in second place. Number 03, Jack Monaghan, runs third. Paul Mallat has moved way up from the back of the pack and is now fourth. Eugene Hoekstra of Chatham races fifth. In sixth, that is John Basco, car number 28. In seventh, at the restart, will be car number 99, the blue car for Jack Copeman of London. Then Wayne Monroe is 8th. Dwayne Dewar is 9th. Jamie Thurlby is 10th. We are still under the caution flag as Don Mallat in car number 72 and car number 9 of Jim Taggart are getting the hook and are being taken out of harm's way from the dirt on the inside of the racetrack just in front of the starter. And the restart for this Canadian National Feature will be under the caution. And under the rules of stock car racing, all of these laps under the yellow caution flag do count as race laps. All of these laps do count as race laps. Couvillon is the race leader, and he looked to be simply pulling away from the rest of the field. The caution flag is not a very fair thing for him because he had pulled out to a substantial lead from the rest of the field. But that, my friends, whether it's NASCAR or the local stock car tracks, is stock car racing. And those are the rules. And perhaps that's what makes it so exciting, is that under these caution flags, the leader's big leads are taken away, and everybody gets a fair chance at starting right on his tail end once again. Now you see the car number 9 of Jim Taggart being pulled away, damaged very badly up around the left front end. As soon as he's pulled to the pits, we will have the restart. But all of these caution flag laps do start another race lap, and they all count as laps towards this feature event, the Canadian National Division feature this evening here at Checker Flag Motor Speedway. Again, still under the caution flag we are. Car number 72. That was driven by Don Mallat in this feature for regular driver Joe Rizik. Also going off in that tangle up with number 9, Jamie Taggart, will have to be towed away. We remain under caution, under the yellow caution. Len Couvillon leading the overall point standings. And as you may have seen on our show earlier tonight, as of July 6th this evening, he is the leader overall by a fairly comfortable margin in the Canadian National Division standings. Most of them running small block Chevrolets, either 305 cubic inches or the bored out Chevy 350, which comes out as 355 cubic inches. Upcoming after this Canadian National feature event will be the Thunder class feature and then the Thumper class feature. And we'll see if Woody Sagan in car number 198 in that Thumper class again repeats. Now we have everything looking like they're set to get the green flag out. Yes, the caution flag is down. The caution flag is down. The white flag is out. One lap until the restart. Len Couvillon, the leader of this Canadian National Division feature. Ken Hayward in 05 is second. Jack Monaghan in 03 is third. The white flag is out. The starter looks at them. He gives them the green flag. We're racing again. And Couvillon immediately pulls out to a 4-car length lead on Ken Hayward. Couvillon is the leader. Ken Hayward is second. Jack Monaghan is third. Paul Mallat is fourth. As they go into turn 4, Eugene Hoekstra in the red 36 is fifth. John Basco is sixth. Now Monaghan tries the upper groove, but he can't catch second place. Paul Mallat is right there in fourth. That appears as though it's going to be the battle for second place. Couvillon running away in front. Hayward on the inside. Monaghan in 03 on the outside. They go into that turn. Paul Mallat is fourth. Eugene Hoekstra now fifth. John Basco is sixth. As he comes off turn 4, Len Couvillon has stretched it out to a 10-car length lead in the Canadian National Division feature. 05, Ken Hayward is second. Jack Monaghan is third. 88, Paul Mallat remains fourth. Eugene Hoekstra is fifth. Now Monaghan goes a little high on the racetrack and falls back to fourth place. Through for third place, that's number 88 for Paul Mallat. Mallat goes low. Oh, we have an accident as Ken Hayward spins out. Ken Hayward is off the racetrack. Couvillon takes the checkered flag. Len Couvillon, the winner of the Canadian National Division feature. In that last lap, some dramatic developments. As Ken Hayward spun out, Len Couvillon went through for the victory, and I believe it was Paul Mallat and Jack Monaghan getting up for second and third place. But a pretty easy-looking victory for Len Couvillon in the Canadian National Division feature race. Len Couvillon, once he got the lead, was impossible to catch, and on that last lap, Paul Mallat challenged car 05 of Ken Hayward. Hayward spun out, and actually Hayward was able to get his car off the racetrack under its own power, and he's already gone back into the pits. So there you see him in front of the grandstands. That's the winner of tonight's Canadian National Division feature. He has done so for the second consecutive week and actually made it look pretty easy. That's the car number 52 of Len Couvillon. Len Couvillon gets the Canadian National Division feature by about 15 car lengths this evening. And coming up, the Thunder Class feature event. And now we have the field on the racetrack for this evening's Thunder Class feature. Starting on pole position, car number 33 of Bob Leclerc. Number 08 on the outside of the front row will be Heath Penny. You saw him win a race earlier here this evening. Again, we have the tow truck on the racetrack just checking for any debris that may have fallen off during that preceding Canadian National Division feature, won quite easily by Len Couvillon. On the inside of the second row, it'll be car number 78, Ken Pelledo. On the outside is car number 58 for Marty Duggan. He's on the outside of the second row for this Thunder Class feature. They are behind starter Dick Bayshard for this Thunder Class feature this evening here at Checker Flag Motor Speedway. Randy Rediger was the winner of this race last week. And we will see what transpires. Starting right back at the back of the pack almost is the pink car number 74 of Duke Sawchuk. That'll be Duke Sawchuk starting at the back of the pack in this Thunder Class feature. We're still under the caution flag because they are removing a car that spun out in the preceding Canadian National Division event. That was the car number 72 of Joe Rizik, which was driven this evening by Don Mallat. Now we have the lights on over most of the racetrack here at Checker Flag Motor Speedway, and of course that terrifying stunt by Hollywood stuntman Brian Carson is still coming up a little bit later on our show this evening. Still under a caution flag. All debris is off the track. All previously spun out and stalled cars are off the racetrack. We're almost ready to get underway with the Thunder Class feature event. And again, we'll tell you on pole position, car number 33 is Bob Leclerc. Number 08 is Heath Penny on the outside of the front row. Starting on the inside of the second row, number 78 for Ken Pelledo. Second on the outside, starting fourth, is Marty Duggan outside of Ken Pelledo. On the inside, on row 3, that is car number 88 for Don Delisle. And on the outside of row 3, car number 50 for Tom Mayville. Now the pace car has pulled off the racetrack. We are under the white flag. The starter will watch them as they come out of turns 3 and 4 to see if we have a fair start. The starter is looking them over. And we have the green flag. The Thunder Class feature is underway. The battle on the front end into turn 1. Heath Penny on the outside. Car number 33 for Bob Leclerc on the inside. Up to be third, that is Marty Duggan in car number 58. They're still neck and neck on the front end. On the inside is 33 Bob Leclerc. On the outside is 08 for Heath Penny. And they're still neck and neck on the front end, 2 laps into this race. Now number 33 for Bob Leclerc gets the lead. Racing second is Heath Penny, but he is maintaining that high outside groove. Up to be third now is number 1 for Dan Delisle. Number 58, Marty Duggan, drops back to be fourth. Number 88, Don Delisle is fifth. Through to be sixth, and on the outside and flying is Duke Sawchuk. Sawchuk between cars gets fourth place. A good move, good driving move. Up to be fourth place is the Pink Panther. Car number 74 for Duke Sawchuk. And a change in the lead. Number 08, Heath Penny has the lead. So, through 5 laps, number 08, Heath Penny has the lead. Car number 33 is second. Number 33, Bob Leclerc is second. Number 1, Dan Delisle is third. Duke Sawchuk is fourth. And that is the front-end battle. Racing fifth is car number 88 for Don Delisle. Car number 9, Jim McDonald, is fifth. Again, the battle on the front end has Heath Penny in 08 in the lead. Neck and neck for second, car number 1, Dan Delisle. Number 33 on the inside is Bob Leclerc. Duke Sawchuk in the pink 74 is now third. Number 1, Dan Delisle is second. Duke Sawchuk is up for third. Fallen back to be fourth. That is Bob Leclerc. Thunder class feature close all the way. With the lead, it's the 08 of Heath Penny. Number 1, Dan Delisle is second. He hits the wall. Dan Delisle is through for the lead as Heath Penny hit the wall. And Sparks coming out of his race car. Sparks coming out of his race car. He's going to get the black flag. They are going to stop the race. We have a red flag. The red flag is out. We have a red flag. A dramatic development as Heath Penny in 08. Heath Penny in 08 had the lead. He tagged the wall hard coming out of turn 4, and everybody is ordered to an immediate halt. He had his muffler dragging. He was throwing sparks, and Heath Penny may be black flagged out of this race. We immediately had the red flag to get Heath Penny stopped up. It appeared as though something flew off of his race car, and it was probably his muffler, although we can't be quite sure. So the leader at the time of the restart, upcoming, will be number 1, Dan Delisle. Duke Sawchuk had started near the back of the pack in the Pink Panther, number 74. He is now up for second. And we are going to find out momentarily whether car number 08 will stay in the race or not. Heath Penny had been leading the race, but he tagged the wall awfully hard coming off turn 4. And he may, in fact, be coming to the pits. His night could be through. Car number 08 has a muffler pipe dragging, and he is going to be out of the race. Car number 08 is out of the race. Heath Penny is out after tagging the wall coming out of turn 4. Now the procedure you see on the racetrack, on the backstretch, they are being lined up for the restart. So look for the white number 1, Dan Delisle, to have the lead when we restart this race. The pink number 74 of Duke Sawchuk will be second. Now they are stopping right in front of the starter. Right in front of the starter. They are going to be lined up once again. Bit of a confusing time as always to restart this race. Number 1, Dan Delisle, will be the race leader. Number 74, Duke Sawchuk, will be second. Number 33, Bob Leclerc, will be third at the time of the restart. And to be perfectly honest with you, I don't know who will start fourth, because it was such a confusing situation at the time of that crash by Heath Penny. But we have everything at a complete standstill. We are under a red flag. We have the tow trucks and the repair crews. As a matter of fact, it was a gas tank that flew off of Heath Penny's car. It was a gas tank that flew off, and it is way up in turn 2, just behind the lap counter, that you see the crews cleaning up the gasoline that had spilled onto the racetrack. Heath Penny had tagged the wall. He was the race leader coming out of turn 4, and then he tagged the wall, and he was black flagged and out of the race because he was leaking fuel. At the time of the restart then, upcoming, after they get the soaking up material swept off the racetrack, it will be Dan Delisle, the leader, and the pink number 74 of Duke Sawchuk starting in second. Third will be car number 33. That will be Bob Leclerc. So that dramatic crash by car number 08, Heath Penny, puts him out of commission for the night. We have the cars lined up once again and moving on the racetrack. The red flag still remains out as the starter has to get them in order for the restart of this Thunder class feature event. 25 laps of stock car racing, and we're about halfway through. Car number 1, Dan Delisle, will be the leader at the restart. The pink number 74 of Duke Sawchuk is in second. Then up to be third, it will be number 33 for Bob Leclerc. Fourth on the inside is number 88 for Don Delisle. Fifth, the red and white number 9 at the restart will be Jim McDonald. And then car number 18 for Keith Cameron starts in sixth. We still have a stalled car on the racetrack on the front straightaway. That is the purple car number 3, and that is why we still cannot have a proper restart to this race. That is Mark Mayville, stalled on the racetrack in the purple car number 3. So there you see the white car number 1 of Dan Delisle continuing to lead them around the racetrack. Duke Sawchuk second, Bob Leclerc third. Fourth on the inside, that is Don Delisle. Fifth on the outside at the time of restart will be Jim McDonald. Keith Cameron will start sixth. But we still have that stalled car number 3 of Mark Mayville on the front straightaway. And now we have the tow truck finally getting to him to give him a push off the racetrack. And in fact, we are now back under the caution. So now all of these laps will count towards the official lap count in this race. They're warming up their tires once again to get ready for the restart of this Thunder class feature, but we're still under a caution. We are still under the caution flag. Still under the caution flag as Dan Delisle continues to lead them around. Almost ready for the restart now of the Thunder class feature event. Still under a caution for just one more lap. Now we have the white flag out. We are one lap away from the restart. One lap away from the restart of this Thunder class feature. The starter will give them a good look as they come off turn 4. Starter is giving them a look. The white flag is out. We have the green, and we have the Thunder class feature restarted. And the battle is all on the front end. It's car number 1 of Dan Delisle. On the inside of him, Duke Sawchuk tries it. Sawchuk dives low, but he cannot get him into turn 3. Sawchuk in the pink 74 cannot get the lead. Car number 1, Dan Delisle, holds on. The pink 74 is second. Racing third at the restart. That's car number 33 for Bob Leclerc. Those two are battling on the front end. A battle royale. It's Dan Delisle. Duke Sawchuk in the pink 74 is second, right on his tail. Now he dives to the inside. Dan Delisle holds him off. They're out of turn 2 on the back straightaway. It's Delisle and Sawchuk. Sawchuk goes low. Into turn 4, Sawchuk. He cannot get him. Delisle hangs on. They're neck and neck down the front straightaway, but Sawchuk takes the lead. Duke Sawchuk on the inside in the pink 74. On the outside is Dan Delisle. They are racing some on that front end. Sawchuk on the inside, and Sawchuk gets the lead. Duke Sawchuk gets the lead from Dan Delisle in the Thumper class feature. Sawchuk in the pink 74 has the lead. The white number 1 of Dan Delisle is second. Now Sawchuk is about to overtake a lapped car. He is lapping number 78, Ken Pelado. Sawchuk now opens up 3 car lengths. Sawchuk, the race leader, in second. That is number 1, Dan Delisle. Sawchuk has opened up a 5-car length lead. Duke Sawchuk by 5 in the Thunder class feature. Dan Delisle running second. Racing in third, That is car number 33, Bob Leclerc. Fourth is car 31 for Joe Larocque. Duke Sawchuk continuing to add to his lead. Sawchuk adding to his lead in the Thunder Class feature. Racing second is Dan Delisle. The pink number 74, Duke Sawchuk, running away with the Thunder Class feature. We are going to put Duke Sawchuk's next race lap on the teletimer. Let's see what kind of laps this man is turning in the pink car number 74. Sawchuk is now on the teletimer as he went past the starter. We may not get a true reading because he has to take over lapped cars. Sawchuk right in behind some lapped cars now, but he is turning in a very excellent race lap. Duke Sawchuk in the pink car 74, he turned that last race lap in 20.92 seconds. Duke Sawchuk turning in a race lap in 20.92. Sawchuk in the pink 74. Again on the teletimer, that last race lap was in 20.50 seconds. 20.5 for Duke Sawchuk. A race lap of 20.05 seconds. It's getting a bit confusing out there because of all of the lapped cars, but Sawchuk roars away from the rest of the field. The pink number 74 of Duke Sawchuk roaring away from the rest of the field in the Thunder Class feature. Second, way behind, that is number 1 for Dan Delisle. But it's all Duke Sawchuk. His legion of fans waving the pink flags over in the grandstands. The pink 74 of Duke Sawchuk. Sawchuk is now passing another lapped car. That's Sawchuk passing car number 88. Sawchuk has lapped number 88, Don Delisle, and still roars away. In the next race lap, we will again put him on the teletimer. It's all smooth sailing for number 74, Duke Sawchuk. Sawchuk now on the stopwatch for this race lap. Out of the chute in turn 3 and into turn 4. Sawchuk turns that last race lap. He has the white flag. 1 lap left to go. That last race lap in 20.39 seconds. Sawchuk roars away. Watch him now. He's coming out of turn 4. The pink number 74 of Duke Sawchuk takes the checkered flag and the victory in the Thunder Class feature. Duke Sawchuk takes the win. Sawchuk, a margin of victory of 18.47 seconds over the second place finisher. That was number 1, Dan Delisle. He almost had a full track opened up on the rest of the field. The pink number 74, Duke Sawchuk. And Sawchuk goes around one more time and heads back towards victory lane and the checkered flag. A superb effort, and we might add some very impressive race laps. His second last lap of the race was his fastest. Sawchuk in the Pink Panther ran his second last race lap in 20.39 seconds. 20.39 for for Duke Sawchuk. Now he crawls out of the cockpit. Duke Sawchuk, tonight's winner of the Thunder Class feature. And upcoming still yet on our show, that terrifying stunt by Hollywood stuntman Brian Carson. Just before that, though, we will have for you the Thumper Class feature. And we'll see if Woody Sagan in car number 198 will again top the field. And we'll have the Thumper Class feature coming up for you as Duke Sawchuk celebrates his victory. Now we have the cars and drivers on the racetrack for the Thumper Class feature. And they'll, in their usual fashion, go from a standing start. This is the unique thing about the Thumper Class. As track promoter and head organizer Bob Robinson mentioned earlier on tonight's show, they go from a standing start. And you can get into this style of racing with basically anything motorized. You can pick up an old wreck down at your local wrecking yard for $50 or $100. And then what you do is you cut out all the windows, you weld the doors shut, try and get some wider tires if you can find them. And we have the green flag. They're underway in the Thumper Class feature. Pretty wild looking spectacle as they all roar away together into that 3 wide, into that turn they go. Way up on the hill they go. And the leader the first time around is car number 111. That is Kevin Aurum. Kevin Aurum is the race leader, but now we have a change on the front end as they go past the starter for the first time. The new leader is car number 127. 127 is the race leader. That is Mike Baribeau. Mike Baribeau is the race leader through 2 laps. And oh, we have 3 cars spitting out onto the infield. 3 cars on the infield, and they're already back in the race. They didn't lose any places. And we have a new leader as a result of that little mishap down there. The new leader in lap 4 is car number 98, Woody Sagan. Woody Sagan is the leader of the Thumper Class feature, and we'll expect to see him now to just simply cruise away, roar away from the rest of this field and put them away. Woody Sagan, much the best. Woody Sagan on the tail end of car number 111. That being Kevin Aurum. Kevin Aurum on the inside. Oh, and Aurum spins out in turn 3. Kevin Aurum in car number 111 spun himself out in turn 3. Woody Sagan racing away as your race leader. There you see him come off turn 2. The blue car number 198. Woody Sagan is the race leader. His only problem now will be to avoid trouble. Woody Sagan, the race leader, he's got about 10 car lengths up on the field. And he's just coming off turn 2 now in front of our mobile and down the backstretch. Number 198 down the backstretch. Car number 198 into turn 3. Number 198 off turn 4. Now he is right in front of the flagman. That's Woody Sagan. His only problem to avoid trouble. Uh-oh, he goes way up high into that turn. Woody Sagan right tight to the cement wall. This guy is not short of nerve. All kinds of courage. He's leading the race, and he still decides to go for broke against lapped cars. Woody Sagan up tight to the wall now in front of the starter, lapping everyone in sight. Car number 198 is the race leader. Car number 125 into some spins, but he straightens himself out and goes his way down the backstretch. So Woody Sagan continues on top. We have a car tagging the wall in turn 4. Oh, and another car rams into him up in turn 4 as they come into the front straightaway. 2 cars have tangled, and we still do not have a caution because there is no such thing as a caution flag in the Thumper Class. They simply keep going and race around the trouble. Woody Sagan leads. in car number 198. 198 now in front of our mobile production unit, now races the backstretch. In front of our cameras on the backstretch, Woody Seguin roars away from the field. Those cars that got spun out and stalled have all gone their merry way back into the race. This is a pretty wild little sight. I'll tell you, this Thumper class feature is something to behold. Everybody dives low down onto the infield dirt, and the race just keeps going. We mentioned earlier in our Checker Flag history story tonight that stock car racing was not for the faint-hearted, and that certainly applies to this Thumper class, and especially the Thumper class feature, where cars get sideways, they go down onto the infield dirt, and everybody just keeps on going. Woody Seguin, though, in car number 198, continuing as much the best in this field. Woody Seguin, car number 198, as he comes into turn 2 in front of our mobile, now down the backstretch. That's Woody Seguin in blue number 198, running away with the Thumper Class Points Championship this year at Checker Flag Motor Speedway. We understand that Woody as well is one heck of a snowmobile driver. And there you see him going between cars. He's overtaking lapped cars by going between them. He'll go on the outside or the inside or whatever it takes to pass someone. Woody Seguin in car number 198, up against the wall in front of the starter, continuing to overtake lapped cars. Woody Seguin is the race leader. In second, and actually closing up to be a rather tight second, that is car number 109 for Tim Hope. Woody Seguin and Tim Hope now waging a battle on the front end, as Tim Hope has used lapped cars to get himself in position, but Woody Seguin roars away to a 4-car length lead. Oh, and we have some action right in front of us on the backstretch here. 2 cars tagging each other, going down onto the infield dirt, but continuing to race. So the battle is still on the front end, in front of our mobile now, between Woody Seguin off turn 2 in car number 198 and car number 109 for Tim Hope. We're still under the green flag, because that's all they race under in the Thumper class feature, is the green flag. Woody Seguin, oh, we have terrible action. A 3-car crash, 4 cars, 5 on the backstretch. A 5-car crash on the backstretch. It all happened as the result of car number 173 going sideways. That was car number 73, Mark Renault, going sideways. And he, of course, has a blown radiator right in front of the entry chute to the racetrack. He tagged the cement at full speed. And we still have the green flag out, which is the miraculous thing about this Thumper class racing. It's a wild-looking sight as they come off that turn and have to dodge the stopped car of number 173, Mark Renault. Woody Seguin continues as the race leader, and unless he crashes, he'll go on to the win. But what a wild-looking sight it is. With crashed cars or whatever on the racetrack, they must pick their way around them until the races are complete. Now we have a car giving off sparks. He is in turn 3 and turn 4 and going down the front straight. That's car number 109 of Tim Hope. He's right in front of the starter. Look at Tim Hope. Tim Hope has his front bumper dragging. Tim Hope in number 109 has his bumper dragging. An incredible sight, I gotta tell you. this Thumper class feature. We have a crashed car on the race course. Number 109 is dragging his front bumper, but he is still allowed to race because everything goes. Everything goes in the Thumper class feature event. Cars have bent up metal. Car number 109 of Tim Hope had his front bumper dragging. Now it has ceased to do so, and Woody Seguin will presumably go on to the lead. Woody Seguin is all by himself on the front end. He is in car number 198. He is off of turn 4, in front of the grandstand, now in front of the starter. That's Woody Seguin on the outside, going into turn 1, going high into turn 2. Very high into turn 2, as he just barely avoids that crashed car. Woody Seguin up into turn 3 now. Now into turn 4. He'll race in front of the grandstand as he tries to overtake lapped cars and stretch out his lead, and Woody Seguin takes the checkered flag. Woody Seguin is the winner of the Thumper class feature event. Car number 198 does it again, as he was much the best. What an unbelievable sight it was, as car number 198, Woody Seguin, gets it done again. As you saw in our highlight tape, he won all 4 of the events he entered last week. And number 198, Woody Seguin, now goes back in front of the flagman to take the checkered flag from being victorious for the Thumper class feature. So, there you have it, tonight's card of stock car racing, but don't go away, because we right now are going to speak with Brian Carson, the Hollywood stuntman, who will in a few moments perform that death-defying flaming leap. So here then is our conversation earlier tonight with Hollywood stuntman Brian Carson. A special attraction on our Cable 11 Night at the Stock Car Races coming up a little bit later is going to be what this man does. His name is Brian Carson. He's a Hollywood stuntman, and he's performed the stunts in the Smokey and the Bandit series of movies and many other stunts. Brian, I notice you're sporting a broken left arm right now. Is it, can we presume, from doing your particular stunt earlier?
Yeah, we did it at the end of May in Kansas, and it broke it in 4 places. Then they went to Three River Stadium in Pittsburgh and broke it in 4 more. So right now it's a total of 7 breaks, and you know, that's an image I really don't want to push. It just so happens it's broken now, and we're here. You know, you got to keep your word. We say we'd be here this date, so you know, we're keeping our word. We're still going to perform.
Now, you seem like a reasonably intelligent fellow. What is your motivation for wanting to wreck an airborne car in flaming fashion?
Real simple, the money. It's real simple, the money. That's the reason I do. I enjoy it. It's not a 9-to-5 job. We see a lot of the country, but the money still is the main reason.
What about the movie aspect of it? Did it bring you any notoriety that you hadn't previously experienced?
Oh, not really. I mean, both businesses feed the other. The movie business feeds the live show business because you get recognition that way, and also the live show business keeps me in practice, because we leave here, we're going to Oregon starting our film.
Now, what about the safety aspects for you? You sustained quite a jolt. That's one aspect of it, plus the flames. How are you protected?
Well, we got a sponsor, Speed Sports uniform company out of Imperial, Pennsylvania. They supply us with a 3-layer Nomex outfit, like an Indy driver's suit, which will hold you back from the fire. That is the main danger in this stunt, because like I said, there's a crash and all that, but we've got that pretty well figured out. It's an explosion that's uncontrollable, and that's the dangerous part of it.
Brian, thank you for stopping up here. We wish you success in your stunt this evening and safety, and nice to have you in Canada, too.
Okay, it's my first time, and I'm really enjoying it.
And here we are for the stunt of Brian Carson. There you see him alone on the racetrack in a mock police car. He is going counter to the race direction here at the Speedway. He will gain speed, go up the ramps, and into those cars, which we presume will burst into flames. The racetrack is festooned right now with all kinds of firefighting equipment. Carson is ready. He's on the straightaway. Approaching the ramps, Brian Carson, Hollywood stuntman, and he calls this attempt to a halt. He calls this attempt to a halt. False alarm, folks, that time around. Over by the fire truck with the flashing red lights is a mock grave, all part of the showmanship of the Brian Carson stunt show here. Apparently, he was just getting the measure that time and seeing what kind of straightaway speed he would have going up the ramps. It becomes quite a scientific proposition. He has to have achieved a certain straightaway speed in order to go into those cars the right way. And so that's what he was testing for that first time around, we presume. And now they're, again, taking him out of the car for just a moment. He's going to have a few last words, again, for the showmanship of this Brian Carson stunt on the front straightaway in front of the fans. And we might also tell you at this time that the fire hose is out and ready. The fire hose is out and ready on the front straightaway of the racetrack, and there are 4 firemen there, 2 tow trucks, and actually about 15 other volunteers that you cannot see at the ready for right after the stunt, when we presume the fire will be at its highest right after he makes impact. While we have a moment here before the Brian Carson stunt, we would especially like to thank our Cable 11 crew who have made all of this possible this evening. And these people giving so selflessly of themselves and so unselfishly to make this telecast possible. We in specific here at Cable 11 would especially like to thank Jana Truca, Wayne Delnier, Mike Sabokin, Lance Cox, and Steve DeMarco for having made our Cable 11 evening of stock car racing from Checker Flag Motor Speedway all possible this evening. We would also like to make a special thank you to Bob Robinson and Checker Flag Motor Speedway for allowing us to be part of their 25th anniversary season, this the silver season of stock car racing here at Checker Flag Motor Speedway. Now, just a moment ago, we saw the firemen spraying down some initial water in the vicinity and doing some final checks around the cars to be wrecked and landed on. And Brian Carson himself is making some final preparations to the mock police car. Of course, the reason for the mock police car for this Brian Carson Hollywood stuntman stunt is because he did all of the stunts in the Smokey and the Bandit movies, all of the driving stunts and crashes for Jackie Gleason in the Smokey and the Bandit movies as well. We understand he is presently active in the Fall Guys series on the ABC network. So this topping off our evening of stock car racing from Checker Flag Motor Speedway will be the Brian Carson stunt. And again, he has the cherry on top of the police car flashing. We're just about to have the stunt. He's starting off. Now he'll go counterclockwise around the racetrack, and then he will make the stunt. He's got to get his speed up to a proper level, and there he goes. He's going into turn 4, now turn 3, gaining speed. He has his headlights flashing, and the police cherry on top flashing. He's gaining speed, and don't forget he's driving one-armed because he's doing this stunt with one broken arm. Gaining speed, he has the pedal down, gaining steam. He approaches the ramp. He's in the air. The car exploded early, and bang! He lands in a, oh my God, it looks very horrifying, that pile of flames. He ignited his own flames early, and the police and everyone, the firemen right there on the scene. Brian Carson still not out of the race car, out of his police car, that is. Carson's still in there amidst the flames. Now, the previous times he's done this stunt, he usually had his own car explode midair. Tonight, he may have had to explode it early because he was driving one-armed because of a previously broken left arm, as you saw in our interview. But Brian Carson now out of the race car and safe. Police are taking care of things in conjunction with the firemen. And, well, there's one more for the junkyard tomorrow. And Brian Carson has now completed this stunt 1,403 times. First time, though, at Checker Flag Motor Speedway, as they continue to douse the flames. And they're almost now completely out. As Carson is out and safe, and with that stunt, we will again thank everyone on our technical crew and thank everyone here at the Speedway for allowing the intrusion of our cameras. And thank you for watching our show. And if you are a fan of motor racing and local stock car racing, make your way on out to Checker Flag Motor Speedway. Thank you for joining us, and good night from all of us here at Cable 11 and from Checker Flag Motor Speedway.